DC here. Hi guys and gals. Well, it is just slightly freezing. What is it? About -1, -2. So you can see the frost. Oh, so that big thing is the heat pump. That's been basically on our minds for the last 2 weeks. So I'll show you around a little bit. It's not working yet. So, but it is frosted over. Just showing you quickly. Some of you might remember where they made the hole in the wall. Yeah, so it's an interesting thing, but it has been keeping us unbelievably busy because they took out our heating system 2 weeks ago. And, well, now it's 2 weeks, yeah. And they've just been installing the whole thing. I mean, I never thought it was going to take this long. So let's go see inside what it looks like. So don't look at the mess because they have, I mean, they've been working a lot, but we have had to move everything around. First off, so that they could take out the old furnace. I don't have pictures. Well, actually I do, but I'm not going to be putting them in this video. But this was the room. I'm going to actually zoom out. So this was the room where the former heating system was from 1966. So what is that? It's a 57-year-old heating system. So this was completely different. But now, the way that it's organized, and you can see it's tight, but they're at least using the same room. So this thing here is going to be the hot water that will be heating the house, because we have radiators in the house. So the heat pump will be, so all this is new. So the heat pump will be heating the water for the radiator. And this one here is the hot water, well, for our bath, showers, and so on. So the household hot water. So as you can see, all the electricity is still being connected. All these pipes that are there, these are all new. All that has been installed this week, actually between this week and last week. So we're gonna walk around. So they've taken doors off. They've been working on the electrical panel here. And even over here, and again, we've had to move things over. This thing here is actually what is heating the house right now. So this is actually the heating system right now. It's kind of nice. I like it. I wish they could make it that small. So this thing is basically heating the water, and we've got a temporary water boiler here. And in this room, which I can't really get to too easily, this is a separate room. Oh goodness, you can't see. I'm sorry about that. No, it's too dark and there's no light in there, because that's where the heating oil tank is. So it was an 8,000 liter heating oil tank, and it's going to have to be cut up and taken out. So they're going to take this radiator off. So you can see it's already cut off from the system. So they're going to put that into the other room, and they're going to cut this window-like thing and make a door. And then they have to remove the heating oil and cut up the 8,000 liter metal tank and get it out of here. So there's still a lot of work, and that's why we had to, I'm going to be careful for the wires here. That's why we had to be really careful and move things around. Okay, so let's go into the wine cellar, which is actually a nice word to say, the old vegetable cellar, but I have my wine here. I'll talk about that in a second. So over here, some of you might remember I did put a video where we saw them, another group that made a hole here into the wall. Well, now that's where that is coming out, and that's all the electrical and the water lines. So the electrical and water lines, which are going all the way here. And through the door, well, through the wall actually. Here we are. And into the other room where the heating system is. I said I was going to talk about the wine. I've always been asked, why do you have so much wine? Well, actually, I had a friend of mine who was, his father was a vineyard. And he had taught me, this is like 20 some odd years ago, that if you bought wine when it was still in the barrels, in other words, not in the bottles yet, sometimes still on the vines, you could get unbelievable rebates. And in a period of my life when I had more money, I bought some wine that way. It sounds like a good idea, and it actually is, because it is really a lot cheaper to get really nice wine. The hick side, or the flip side of all that is that actually you don't end up drinking all that. So I mean, here I have wine that's aging, put it that way. But I do know that a friend of mine, so that same friend sold a lot of his wine and made a little fortune. Will I do that? I don't probably think so, but anyway, yeah. So yeah, just showing you again. So you see, there's the electrical line here. That's going through that wall. So they still have to fix these things up, and this is going to be like the water for heating the water. So yeah, so that's it. That'll be my Saturday morning vlog. I didn't vlog this week. We just had the people over all the time. It's always been very busy. So DC signing off. Take care, everybody, and I hope that you have a good weekend.